If you are already a successful trader, you can just skip this video. It's not for you. But if you are still struggling to get entries, confirmations from the market, then you are in the right place today. So let's get right into it. Today is February 8th and it's now 10:19 here in Jamaica, and I'm going to do a banger breakdown because that's all we do here at Team Cold Mansion. Banger breakdowns, so you can get all the gems applied to your charts and make the profits that you want. So let's get right into it. First, we are on our US 30, the Dow Jones, and we are on our daily time frame. That is a time frame that I always start on. So you see these blue rectangles that you see here for all my newcomers. That is why you see these blue rectangles. For my old people and the people a part of Team Cold Mansion already, they know what this blue rectangle means. This is our strong level of support resistances on the daily time frame, and these are areas where the market either push from a buy strong or from a sell strong. So look, sell, buy. So you notice the market is pushing very strongly from these areas. Even this buy up that we see price coming into the 50,000 region. This is the highest US 30 has ever been in its lifetime. And you see where it pushed from, or strong level of support resistances. So don't think these levels are joke levels that we see we have over here. You see how strong price push from it. If you had caught this trade, which I'm going to show you how to do, you could have got a 1 to probably 20 from this or more on just Friday alone, based on this strong move that the market made. So we see our blue rectangles, and I draw them. You can use your discretion to draw them. I draw these little the wick areas, and I choose our rectangles in blue. So I draw the wick areas to just cover that little area, and I keep them relevant to price. So that is how I would draw them. We have them already, so we're not going to draw them, but I'm just showing you how we get them. So with just this little area up here to have our discussion on where price is, and we keep it relevant because price is all the way up here. So one like all the way down in 45,000 wouldn't be relevant now because price is all the way at 50,000. So that is how I start on the daily time frame to get those areas where are very strong, because the market usually reverses or pushes very strong from those areas, which we can see currently. So you know we're not just making up stuff. We see, and I have these, and I may draw a lot of them to just last me. Sometimes this can last me for months, even weeks. I keep these level of support resistances. I may hide them sometime to clean up my charts, because I like when my charts are clean. Because when we want our charts clean, so we can make clean money from our charts. We don't want any dirty charts. So then after I draw those on the daily time frame, that is where I draw the strong level of support resistances. In some rare cases, like now when price is at this new high, sometimes we can go on lower time frames to draw them in case the price wants to reverse from that area, because it would take a longer time to create on the daily. So that is how we, in other circumstances, will make other changes. But for now, we are just sticking to this here until something different happens. But now, after that, now I do on the daily, then I go on my 2-hour structure again, 2-hour time frame. And again, the new persons pay attention. The old persons already know, they are killing it already and getting results. So we look for our market structure, and the market structure is when the market is creating higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, or lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. This is how we look for our market structure. So this is how it would look. And if you see, let us move this thing right here. Are we going to see it happening right here? We see the market created this, and then it created a high, and then it created a higher low, and it's pushing up. So you see it playing out right there in front of your face. So you know that this is our level of market structure, and we look for that on the 2-hour time frame. Some people look for it on the 1 hour, some people go 4 hour. I use the 2 hour because that one works the best for me. So let me show you how you could have caught this trade right here, because currently this is pushing so strongly now, so strongly. So you know it is gonna do some pullbacks. It can't keep going up in a straight line like this, so it has to do some pullbacks. But let me show you how you could have caught this when price came to our strong level of support resistance right here. and then price created this low right here, and then this red candle failed to break below. We could have said, okay, you know, that maybe something is happening right here on the 2 hour, because this candle failed to go lower than our streak, further than our strong level of support resistance, and then this level failed to break again. So we are saying, okay, maybe something is happening. I can get a buy from my strong level of support resistance. But after that, now we'd have to know where to enter and what confirmation to look for to enter, and that is where we go on our 5-minute time frame to get the secret sauce. And remember, if you want to get the secret sauce, you have to link the Colemansion boss. That's the only way that you can get it. That's the only way that I can get it. So link in the description for that to get the secret sauce masterclass. And this is how we look at it now. So when we see that price fail to break this level of support on the 2 hour, we say, okay, maybe something is happening. And then now this is where we get our secret sauce, remember. And I just can see the secret sauce so easy. It would have been right here. This candle would have been the secret sauce zone. And we see price came back now and gave us a confirmation. We created a support here, a support here, a support here. So you could have gotten 3 entries right here. So if you missed it at Friday at 2:05 in the morning, you could have got it 2:20, or you could have got it 3. So it gave us, this was in London session basically, it gave us 3 entries at our secret sauce zone here, and then price made a ridiculous move. So if you had got this, you'd have got over 1,000 points, over 1,000 points. Just imagine that. So if you were risking this, let us say you were risking 60 points, which I normally use on the Dow Jones, the US 30. Let us see what the risk to reward would have been all the way to the top. And this is how our accurate or secret sauce zone is. You would have got now 1 to 22. Crazy trade. That is a crazy trade. 1 to 22 you could have caught on that trade, all from our secret sauce zone right there. And let us look at what now price is doing, so you can possibly get a trade right from right here. So we see this price made a very strong. I know it's gonna do some pullback. I don't know when it's gonna do the pullback, and we'll have to go on a lower time frame to get an area where the market can push back from now, because currently, because it is so high and it is the first time price is reaching here, we couldn't wait for a strong level of support resistance on the daily, because that would take too long to form. So we'd have to look on it on, let's say, maybe a 30-minute or a 1 hour or 2 hour time frame to get that pullback, in case we want to chase the reversal. And then we'd have to wait until price does some pullback and give us a strong level of resistance now, pullback and push from one of our levels, and then push up to some buys. But we know it's at least, more than likely, we're not saying we are market whisperers now, but based on we studying the market, we know the market is likely to do some pullback into here or even further, and then at least comes back to this level of high, if this is the highest it can go, because it can open and come all the way up here, and then, but we expect it when it is in this high area to do some sell-off first. It eventually is going to do some sell-off, because the market cannot keep just going up permanently like this. It has to do some sell-off, which is we'd call a pullback or a retracement, and then now we can enter and buy again to go up, because this is new highs. Market is creating a higher high now, and remember what we said on the market structure, we expect something like this for price to go up, unless price would want to create some lower lows while lower highs and lower lows while it's coming down. But currently price made a brand new high, so we expect price to at least continue going up for the time being. So this is what we look for on our US 30. We are waiting on some pullbacks for the market to give us some bias now, because our bias is buy because the market created a new high, but because it is in that all-time new high, we know it has to do some sell or some pushback. It mean how far it can go, we're not sure, but it has to do some pullback. That is what we can say with a guarantee. Not say guarantee to make profits, but guarantee that the market has to pull back because it can't keep going up in a straight line. So that is it for our US 30 or Dow Jones. No, it may not even come back so far, but that is the US 30 markup. I'm adding now a next one to our list now, which is MNQ. Futures may actually be the future. I've been cooking on futures, I'm telling you, because it's the same strategy, same system that we use in here. So I'm not even gonna go over on the daily again. You see my blue zones there, you know that is a strong level of support resistance, and I keep them relevant to price. Since price did the breakout of here, I didn't draw any down here, but if price had breakout, I would have one right here. Let me show you. I'll put one right here. Blue strong level of support resistance right here. Let's change that to blue. And I would have one right here if price had broke out. But because price did the breakout, then we don't need those ones currently. So this is what I would look for a strong level of support resistance zone on the MNQ. Currently, I don't need these ones, but I'm not going to let them stay because price is all the way up here. And then now, same thing like we did on the US 30, the Dow Jones. We're gonna go on our 2-hour time frame. These are all trades that I caught. These, the orange ones, are my secret sauce zone. Friday, I caught 3 back-to-back wins. Imagine that. 3 back-to-back wins I caught on Friday. And it was the same thing. Price created a break-off structure right here and created a new high. So when price made that pullback, and respected my secret sauce zone, gave me that confirmation, I took one entry for a 1 to 2. Then again, it pushed up again of that same buy bias, gave me a next entry and a 1 to 2 again. And then in the later evening again, price pulled back again, tapped back into my secret sauce zone and gave me a next buy. So 3 buys in one day. And then I actually got this sell over here and this one. So if you can see our last trades, we are on 4 wins and 1 loss, and these are trades that I actually took. So even though you don't see, I have the results on my expos where I'm currently in the live trades. So it's not we're putting on these after and saying we're looking at back what happens in hindsight. I actually took these trades. Look at this one. This one played out in about 25 minutes. This one played out in about 2 hours. Again, this one 2 hours. So the trades are playing out sweet. Look at this one too. And I took this trade. This one pushed off first, but it never fully went in our direction. So that is what we look for here now. For this one now, because again, price created the market structure, breakoff structure, I'm looking for price to pull back into one of our secret sauce zone. And let me look at it. Look for one currently now while we're here speaking and see where we can get a trade for today. So let us see where price can pull back to. Price can pull back into all the way back down into this secret sauce zone, or price can push from this secret sauce zone. So remember, if you want to get a secret sauce, again, you have to link the Coleman Shan boss. That's the only way that you get it. So you see, price can actually push from this level right now where it currently is. Price can actually push back from this level where it currently is, and I go for 300 ticks. At 300 ticks is 75 index points, but because it's showing ticks, then so 300 ticks for 600 ticks, and this would be what I will look for. If price opens right here, we can just take this right now. I probably wouldn't enter yet, or price can tap back into this secret sauce zone all the way down here, because we're still looking for buys because the market created a higher high. So we are looking for the higher low for price to just push up and give us that. So this is what I'll be looking for on MNQ on the Sunday. So if you trade the MNQ, or if you want to even paper trade it, test it on futures, this is what I would be looking for. And this is how my setup should look. I'll put an alert right here in case price wants to come back, tap here, and then this is what I'll be looking for buys. But my bias is buy. Doesn't mean the market has to buy, but my bias is buys. So this is what I'll be looking for, but my bias is bias. So anything like this, that is what we'd be looking for on the MNQ, because I'm gonna add it to my list of pairs that I'm trading, and then I have one more pair that I trade. So we're not going on too much, even though I can break down all of them because it's the same principle, same system that I'm using. So this is what we'll be looking for. I'm gonna break down now the VIX 75. I love the VIX 75 as well, and I kill the VIX 75 as well too. So again, it's the same principle. I'm not in this case now. You notice you don't see any blue rectangles fully. The blue lines are my daily lines because price is the first price has ever been here since 2017. So I can't draw the support resistance from all the way over there because it doesn't even show on here. I took these levels off the phone, actually, on the mobile, because it can go further than the one on the chart. So, and the same thing, price created push from a strong level of support resistance zone, made a new high, one price close above, one to confirm, and then price came back into my secret sauce zone, and I got a rejection right here. Then I entered, and you see how price is moving. Let us see if price push ups and give us that buy for a 1 to 3. I go for a 1 to 3 on the VIX 75. I risk 5 points and go for 15 points, or 5 pips and go for 15 pips, but whatever you want to call it as. But this is what I'm looking for. I'm currently in the trade currently right now, so it's in a little drawdown now. You see price pushing up. If it wins or loses, we don't matter because we know our system works. But this is how we're looking. Price is pushing up for that strong buy, so we want to get the bias based on what the market is doing. So this is what we're currently looking at. And so if you were just looking at this, you could have took this trade right here because price failed to break this secret sauce zone, and it had this one which I took from first. So this is my breakdown. Again, you see how I can break it down simple. I show you everything. I show you moves that I caught already, same thing. And this is how I look at all my pairs, all my breakdowns. I don't do anything different. If you look at all my results, you can check that out on my X channel. Link is in the channel description as well too. You're gonna see that all my trades I take the same way, and if our link in the Telegram group, all of them you're gonna see a orange box and the blue box on the charts, and then on my phone you're gonna see a blue box or a blue line and a yellow box for the secret sauce zone. So that is what I do. I keep things very simple, but that simplicity came from 6 years of me studying the market. In a couple of days it will be my 6th year trading, and it has been a tremendous journey, and now I can break down the charts extremely simple, and I want to help you guys. So remember, if you want help to break down the charts, get it simple and understand like that, remember, click the link in the description and get the secret sauce masterclass. I have a free trial also where you can test it out. If it's not for you, even though I know it works, but if it don't work for you, then you have a free trial, no risk, so you can get results like my guy Spiel is getting his first funded account. My guy Alexis turned $98 into over 4K, and my blood brother in my own home, I gave him the secret sauce masterclass, and he's just killing it. 4 wins back to back to back to back. He's going and he's just killing the market, all because of the secret sauce masterclass. So tap in, get into that. This is how we come in here. I hope you guys got a lot of value, and know you guys got a lot of value because I dropped a lot of gems to help you just smooth out your trading, cut out all that excess noise, so you can get results like what you are getting. And again, if you want to see my results, because we're not just making up stuff, we show you when we're in these live trades. Look in the link in my Telegram group, or for my X channel, I post my results there, following into the journey, and break down the trade simple so you can get the results that you want. Remember, and guess what? Team Cole Mansion, because really, is there another option? No, there is not another option. So I'll see you on the next video Thursday when I do a follow-up breakdown and a new breakdown to end the week. So peace.